Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Time with Ken of Accra. I am Ken of Accra, and today I'm here in the space of Vacs. As you can see, we are in the we are in the sanctuary. I don't want to say library, but we are in the sanctuary where it all goes down, where the tracks are made, where the hits are produced, and we have the super producer, Vacs Beats here. Charlie Vacs. Thank you for thank you for having me in your studio. Oh, you're welcome, man. So today, thank you. You call it
Studio Mukase.
Studio Mukase, and for you out there who don't know what Mukase means kitchen.
Yeah.
And this is where all the cooking takes place. So don't get it twisted. I'm trying to get to know you. You know what I mean? Let the people out there get to know who Vacs is, how it was growing up for him, how he got into music production, how all this started.
Vacs is a passionate musician born in the western part of Ghana.
Okay.
Yeah, Enchi to be precise.
Okay.
I say, yeah. And music started for me at an early age.
Okay. Around what year was that?
Let's say around 2004, 2005.
Okay. Okay.
I went to church one day and I was moved by how the instrumentalists were going about the instrumentation and all of that.
Nice.
And I felt like, I can blend, like, I felt it within, I can. So I moved to the keyboardist, and then from there, I started learning the keyboard. Yeah. And one day, I was on my way to school, and I came across a studio. Now then, they ran promo.
Okay.
Yeah. After that time, it was like 150 cedis old currency or so.
Okay.
Yeah, so I go steal my mommy money. Now, as of that time, I know enter studio before. It was like my first time going to a studio.
Okay.
So I went to the studio wanting to know how things are done, how music is made. You get it? And I recorded my very first song.
Wow, then.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So during the process, I was like, this thing, I go fit do, because I remember the guy wasn't really good with the keyboard, but I was way better than him when it comes to the keyboard.
The keyboard. So let's go back to where you went to the instrumentalist at church. Where did you tell him that, okay, I want to learn how to play the keyboard, or?
Yeah, exactly. I told him I wanted to learn.
And then what happened from there?
So he started teaching me.
So you started learning from there?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we'll forward back to the studio. So at the time that you were in the studio, you had already found your way around the keyboard, knowing how to manipulate the keyboard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's say I had the
basics. Okay.
So I feel like I can do this thing, because I remember helping the guy with something on the keyboard.
Okay.
You understand?
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
So that was your first ever studio experience.
Yeah. So
okay.
I say that was a trigger point. Then I tried getting the software for production. And
how difficult was that?
It was very, very difficult.
Tell me about it.
I remember asking the guy to help me with the software, and he was like, I give you the software, you won't go to school and all of that.
Okay.
So
I think he was looking out for you.
Maybe.
what do you make of what he said?
Well, I feel like you should encourage people to
no gatekeeping.
Yeah.
No gatekeeping. All those guys.
Because you might never know. Sometimes it's not even the school that will.
I side with you.
Yeah.
But school is important too.
Yeah. School is important. But
so as you try to get there,
situations whereby someone is working with school, someone is also working with talent, but is getting paid more than.
It happens every day.
Yeah, so it's not as if school is the ultimate, but then,
But there should be a balance of everything, because I feel like, from where I'm coming from, I feel like with respect to understanding contracts, being able to think on a business level where you know that even though this is a talent, it's able to make money for me. You have to be in a certain frame of mind to be able to know that, or else too much passion without a little bit of education is going to lead you into a space where people
will just... education.
What?
School.
I mean,
You know,
we
school
go to
is
we go
different
to
from education.
we go to school to get education.
Yeah, and you can get education without going to school.
That's definitely true
Yeah,
because
so
there are a
me,
lot of people
I'm
that
actually talking
homeschooled.
about schooling, not
Education.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So continue where you were trying to get the software from the guy.
Yeah, so I said it before that he was like I was way too young, so I wouldn't take school
Seriously, if
so,
he gives you the software.
Yeah, so he didn't give it to me.
Which software was this?
It was the thing is, as at that time, I didn't know about the software. I didn't know the name of the software.
Okay, so you don't remember which software he was using?
I remember, but as at that time, I didn't know the name of the softwares.
Okay.
But right now, I can tell you it was FL Studio.
Okay.
Yeah. It wasn't just one software too. You know, he had Cubase, he had FL, he had Reason.
Okay.
As at that time.
Have you ever used Reason?
I tried. I feel it's quite
too complicated. Yeah. I used to use Reason. Yes, I mean I used to use Reason.
You know, there was some noise about it that it was powerful or it had some sound quality, but then.
Well, every software has its own quality, so it depends on what you're trying to achieve. That's what I think. Because I started using that Reason because the studio that employed me to work, that's what they had. So I had to try and learn it there and then start doing something with it.
But me, I refuse to say it be the person behind the software. It's not
everything they hear.
Yeah, because there are situations whereby someone is using like the latest version of FL, and someone is using maybe like the very older version, but then you won't be able to tell if they should play their sounds to you. You get it? So I am one of the producers where they advocate say no be software thing. You understand? Even though software they help, but then don't make it as if it be the software way go.
Okay.
It will make you.
What you're saying makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
A lot of sense, and I side with you on that.
Yeah.
I tell people that you need to find a tool that will help you take the idea from here and bring it to the speakers. That is the way.
You get it. So it's not necessarily maybe Pro Tools or Cubase or FL that will make you. I mean, when a dope song is playing on the radio, you won't be able to tell it was produced with FL or Pro Tools or mixed with FL or Waves or whatever. You won't be able to tell.
That's true.
But then you'll be able to tell the technicalities. You understand? Yeah.
So did you get the software from this guy? Yes or no?
No.
He didn't give you.
No, he didn't give me.
So how did you start producing? How did you get into?
So I didn't give up. I kept on, searching, and I came across.
And at this point in time, were you in high school or you were in junior high school?
I was in class 5 as at that time.
You are kidding me?
Yeah.
Class 5, you're looking for? Okay, I see. I see. Go getter. Okay, yeah. I feel you. Class 5.
Yeah, I started quite early.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So I kept on searching, and I came by this producer, and then he gave me. He gave me Cubase or so.
Okay.
Yeah.
But was it easy getting to produce with Cubase? Because Cubase is for producing. It's not.
Well, I cannot play Cubase.
Yeah, because especially if you don't have MIDI controller, it will hard say you go fit take Cubase go produce.
For 1 week now, I know even if he set up a project like. You understand? Yeah. And I didn't have anyone to go to and ask. So it was just, try and error.
Okay.
Yeah. And then I came across this guy. Yeah. And he gave me the software, the FL Studio software.
Okay.
That was when everything started.
Would you like to put his name out there?
Yeah. Shout out to, he's a pastor now. Shout out to Paswadi. AKA the healer.
The healer?
Yeah, he's a pastor now. Yeah,
but does he still produce?
Yeah,
gospel music, I guess.
A bit of gospel and a bit of everything, though.
As he's now a pastor.
Yeah.
The healer.
It will not be necessarily like gospel. It could be like an inspirational song. You get it?
But he still produces. That's what I'm. Oh, wow. Yeah. Big ups to the healer.
Yeah.
So he is the one who gave you the software.
He gave me the software, and then FL is a bit like straightforward comparing it to the other
Softwares,
other softwares.
DAWs.
I mean, if you don't know anything about FL, you can actually make a sound like by just clicking on some. But with Cubase and you need to have an idea about
Definitely.
like keyboard and
Definitely.
you need to have a MIDI keyboard and all.
Definitely.
Yeah. So that was when everything started. You know, in my room with some Pentium 2 computer like that.
Okay.
Kumcha. You know, and we are here.
Okay, so at this point in time, what are your parents saying about you making music at home?
Oh, they fought me. I remember.
I think many producers will have the story because.
Yeah, I remember one time they seized my computer. They were like, I was making too much noise in the house. Yeah, so they were always fighting me, and I fought them too. So yeah,
That's crazy. But today, how are they resonating towards the success that you have come about?
I think they are proud of me. You know, yeah, because there are times where my big brother, especially, like you talk to his friends. Yeah, Vacs way do this, Vacs way. Yeah, so I feel they're proud of me.
I feel you. So throughout this time that you are producing in the house, how did everything come about? You are producing, you are mastering your craft. Are you linking up with certain artists around this time because you're still trying to perfect your craft?
Okay.
And how long did it take you to perfect the craft?
That time now, I know they try link up with artists per se.
Okay.
Well, I had a few artists around me, like the Aswadin I spoke about.
Okay.
Yeah, he wasn't a producer though.
He wasn't a producer?
No.
But he produces
After that
now?
Time, he wasn't a producer, but
So
he produces now.
But how was he able to get you the software?
He used to work at the studio I told you about.
As a
PA or something, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a studio guy or something.
Okay, so he smuggled the software to you.
You can see that.
Your story is very interesting. I like this.
Yeah.
So he was able to get the on what grounds was he trying to get you the software? Is it that he believed, because there's a very groundbreaking move that he did, well, because of what he did, it has been able to, I mean, more you can think about it as not, but what he did for you has what has led up to where we are right now.
The thing is, he now it passed my house in front of the blue house.
Okay.
And when I had a conversation with the producer, I know that I wanted to learn, he heard everything.
Okay.
Yeah. So he was passing by one time and he saw me. He was like, "Oh, Charlie, give me some money. I can get it for you."
Oh, okay. So you had to grease his palm.
Yes, that's how come, that was what started our friendship. We weren't friends as at then.
But I mean, with the
it wasn't any big money though.
So that's what I was coming to. That
was as a class 5 boy there.
Okay. But you were able to get something
like a
for him.
provision shop in front of our house. So
shout out to Mama Vacs and the provision store. Sorry about that, man. Sorry about that. But then the shop's proceeds were helping you get by.
Anytime good things at the enter that side.
So fast forward, this guy gets you the thing, you start
make her bust your mind.
Bust my mind.
FL get patch.
Yeah, patch. Yes.
When you don't have the patch, you're not able to save.
Yes.
So the software he gave me didn't have the patch.
Okay, so it was a trial version.
Yeah, when you make the beat, you won't be able to save it.
So you have to export it. You have to export it.
What does it? Yeah.
Wow. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I don't know how, but it seems like most people go through this, because what you are speaking about, I can relate to it, because that's how I also started. I had my computer was less than a gig with the RAM. So I couldn't make many beats. I have to make them, delete them, make them, delete them.
Okay.
And I did that for like some years, to be from 2006 to 2008 was my learning period. So I would do this morning, afternoon, evening, morning, afternoon. I don't even go out. That's what I do. and to the point where you can just wake me up and then I can cook something for you.
Oh, okay.
So I'm feeling like that falls in line.
You can relate.
Yes, and I'm sure many other producers from back in the day can also relate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So this is something that will inspire people. So let's go back.
In my room, trying
to
with Aswade and other artists.
Okay.
And, trying to perfect it. But the thing is, I didn't have anybody to go to and ask.
Okay.
Say, oh, Charlie, this thing, how you would do and how you would do. You understand? Yeah. Fast forward around 2010, I completed JHS.
Which school? Would you like to mention the school?
Yeah, Bishop International School.
Okay.
Yeah, Malang Barry.
Okay.
Shout out to Malang Barry.
Sure. No, shout out to the school because the school also helped shape where you are now.
Shout out.
Hey, that's why I asked whether you would like to give them shout out. If not, to
yeah,
you can
so
just
they Malang Barry. So Malang Barry.
Okay, sharp.
Yeah, man.
Sharp. So at this point in time, how are you honing in on the craft? How are you
after school,
perfecting? Who is helping you?
Shout out to Giovanni.
Which of the Giovannis?
Yeah, a classmate of mine, friend,
Okay.
Giovanni, aka 20. So he knew this. he knew this guy who had a studio, but the studio wasn't all that complete. I mean, he had some speakers, not like professional monitors, but speakers and then some one or two stuff. And I also had some stuff. So he introduced me to this man. So we get some guy with the fee make beats small and things. So fast forward, we did link up, and I brought some of my equipment. Yeah, after that time, I was using this church mic.
Okay.
That I actually stole from church.
Okay.
Whilst I was playing shabu.
Charlie.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then we started something. We started something. So everything became professional from 2010.
Okay, so in the studio, you guys were using a dynamic microphone, as opposed to using a condenser microphone.
We used it for about 2 years before we.
But how was business then? Was money coming in? Were you guys making profits?
We were. Every business, you won't find every business easy from the beginning.
At all.
You get it. So it wasn't that easy, and the passion was there. We weren't doing it for the money at that time.
Okay.
You are young, you just want to get your work out there, Yeah. So,
how were you honing in on the craft? You said shout outs to someone that you went to school with.
Yeah, I said he introduced me to the studio.
Yes, and then you guys started the studio when you brought your equipment to the studio.
Yeah.
Okay, so from there.
My first big move was Hitmaker.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I had a chance to produce for Hitmaker.
How did that come about? Tell me about that, because someone will definitely have to plug you in. So how did you get plugged in?
Okay, so as young as I was way back.
You are still young.
I had plans of the reason why I'm trying to say I'm young to say. At that time, nobody that age did think about label and stuff.
Yeah.
But after that time, I was thinking about label. I actually had a label.
What year?
2010.
2010?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out where I was.
2010, I was barely 20 years.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. So, I wanted to start a label and all, but the money wasn't there.
You wanted to start a label?
Not
that you wanted to join a label, but you wanted
I
to
didn't
start
want to join
a label.
I wanted to start a label.
Let me ask you this question. So, with all these things that you're talking about, it means that your mind was in a certain space. Was there anybody that you were looking up to? Were there any foreigners you were looking up to think that, okay, these people are having a movement, so I'm also going to start a movement, thereby starting up a record label? Where did that thought actually come from?
Well, growing up, I definitely had people that I used to listen to, or I still listen to, like Akon. I really connected with Akon way back, but then I didn't really take inspiration from anybody with regards to the label thing. I don't know.
Okay, how did you get to?
It came about because you're a producer. Artists would want to, work with you, or like will come and be like, help me here and there. You get it? Yeah. So I feel like subconsciously that was what brought about the label thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you start the label?
Yeah, so the label was called M House Music.
M House.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I had artists like Makem.
Okay. From the, I think I remember that name from Freestyle. No, it wasn't a Freestyle. It's a song. They had a song with Edem, right? Yes, that's where I know that name from. Not necessarily because I don't watch too much. I don't watch too much TV, so I don't watch MTN Hitmaker. I don't watch TV.
Okay.
I don't usually watch TV because I spend most of my time trying to produce or learn something about production. So I don't really watch TV, but I'm on the internet every time, and when I see a video and I feel like people are talking about it, or a video that is like maybe passing by, I'll definitely watch it. And Edem is somebody that I know very well, so if he puts out a project, I'll definitely want to check out. So that's where I saw him with a couple of other guys, and so he was under you.
Yeah.
So you discovered him.
Makem, yeah, I would say yeah.
That's dope, though.
So,
is he still making music?
I'm sure.
Okay, I like that answer. Okay, so you had a couple of artists under you on the label.
Makem, Darko Vibes.
Okay.
Yeah, so...
Just those two? Or there were more artists?
No, just those two.
Okay.
In the beginning.
So these are like people that you grew up with?
Yeah.
They were in your neighborhood?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that puts you on a different pedestal because most of the two people that you have mentioned have all made an impact in one way or the other.
Yeah.
That puts me in a thought where I'm thinking about you as somebody who's able to recognize talent as early as possible. So that's a feather in your cap, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So from
fast
there,
forward, Makem had a chance to go for Hitmaker, MTN Hitmaker.
Okay.
Yeah, and then when he went, there were these big producers, Master Ghazi, Hammer was part.
Okay.
Hammer was like a judge or something.
Okay.
But we had big producers on.
But that was different from the competition that had, because I remember Hammer was also on that one, the one that had T-Flow and Strongman. That's different.
That's different. Okay. That one isn't MTN Hitmaker.
I think that was by one of the television stations.
Yeah, and it was about rap. But MTN Hitmaker was quite broad.
Okay.
Yeah, not just about rap.
So it's about rap, music, singing,
basically
dancehall, whatever.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So fast forward, he was supposed to work with some of the one of the producers on board, but then he felt he could work more with me because he was used to working with me.
Okay.
And we already had some work done already, you understand?
And the vibe is also there.
You get it. Yeah.
That's Mac M.
Yeah, that's Mac M. So, and also he needed someone to be on his hooks. The choruses, because he's a rapper. As at that time, he wasn't singing.
But you are able to do
I was singing. Okay. So, in order to make like an impact, he needed to get someone to be on the hooks. You understand? Yeah. So he recommended me, and then they were like, we have producers here. As at that time, I didn't have any work out there, so they were like, we have top producers here, and you are talking about some producer that we don't
know about.
So Hammer was like, he should play one of my production or something like that, and he did, and Hammer was like, no. Make them left the boy. If you say you want bring you producer, make them left and make you bring.
Wow.
Because what he heard was massive.
That's dope. So shout outs to Hammer on that, right?
Yeah. Shout outs to Hammer. Yeah. So
actually, Hammer is the one who taught me how to make beats.
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah. I heard that. That's crazy.
So that's dope. I mean, it was a good move he did because he was able to make sure that they didn't suppress the name, because some people would have said, no, we are not working with anybody that we don't know, because we don't even know, we don't know which liabilities is going to bring on board. But Hammer being the kind of person that he is, I mean, shout outs to him for making that move. So you came on the show.
I came on the show, won an award.
Wow.
Best producer of the week.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was dope.
And then we shoot everywhere. because I was very young too, and they were wondering, who they make
So
this
around
beats?
this time, how old were you around this time?
I was around 20, 21.
Wow,
Yeah.
that was dope. Not too many back then. Not too many people around that age are
Were
doing what you're
producing,
doing.
yeah.
I mean, they were producing, but nobody knew.
They weren't shaking
yes.
the place. Yeah.
I would say nobody knew them because there are people who have materials that can shake the place, but
Okay,
nobody
for
knows
real,
them.
for real, yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm sure nobody knew them. But
Yeah.
you had a special grace.
Nobody knew me too.
Yeah, but then the grace located you, and then you were now with the big boys. Now Hammer knows you. I'm
Yeah.
sure Richie was Richie on at that
Bensa
time.
and a couple of,
Yes.
yeah.
So fast forward from there, winning Artist of the Week.
Yeah, no, Producer of the Week.
Producer of the Week, I'm
Yeah,
sorry. Producer
so
of the Week.
Fast forward to Makem came in 4th place.
Wow.
Yeah.
Not too bad, I mean. So you have now won Producer of the Week.
Makem too
Came 4th place,
yeah.
right? Then
so I would say MTN was like my first major.
That's dope though,
Yeah.
because I mean, how many people
I
your
thought,
age
I
were?
thought it was great because I had never seen any producer, upcoming producer that was producing on a reality show that big as MTN Hitmaker. Yeah, so that was around 2014.
Okay, so let me ask you this question: what impact did that have on your confidence as a producer at that time? After being able to conquer all those things,
up, I really had the confidence was there.
So the winning those
things
wasn't really
a plus.
Okay, so it didn't really scratch the surface for you.
Yeah, like when we were going, we felt like we were going to win. We were that dope. I mean, you should go and watch. That's how come I made that statement that you are saying. But
okay,
we were that dope. We were actually dope. And make a boss your mind. That time, that was the first time Makem started rap.
You are serious?
I'm not gonna lie.
So, but he has been trying to perfect his craft. No. So how was he writing?
When he, Makem just used to follow me to the studio. He was my friend. We would go studio. He just follow me. So he wasn't rapping. He just they come sit there, watch people rap and all of that.
But maybe when he goes home, he was
with me as at that time.
You guys live together.
Yeah, he was always Charlie, what I could do with my life? Because look at you are producing, you know what you are. I don't know what I'll do.
And you didn't offer to teach him how to produce?
He didn't really have the interest.
What was his interest?
He as at that time, a game bonny idea,
But I mean, when we are talking about putting yourself
he loved music, but he was coming from the consumer point of view.
Okay.
You get it?
Okay.
Yeah. But he didn't have plans of becoming a musician one day. I don't know where the idea came. It just came up one day and he was like, he wants to rap.
But I think with people like that, they have it in them. They are just looking for that spark.
With him, he didn't know. Maybe he had it in him.
But
he didn't know at all. Like, it wasn't something he dreamt of. He didn't even plan.
But then it can also be that it's by chance. Because you don't move from by chance to going for 4th place.
That be what I tell you to make a boss your mind.
Okay.
It was by chance. It not be by. I don't want to talk by chance.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from, but
how dope we were. How dope Makem was.
I get what you're saying, but I'm also trying to let you know that it was something that was within him. It's not something that I think he learned along the way.
No, he didn't know. He didn't really. I mean, I feel like he learned on the job when he started rapping during Hitmaker. He was learning during that stage. He was learning.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah.
So he learned on the job.
Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
Okay. I mean, I will still stand on the fact that I think people that have the ability to produce music, and I don't mean produce music as in making beats or writing songs for people, like people that can be artists, it's usually within. We may go down the line, we'll find out that maybe one of his great grandfathers was probably a musician somewhere that we don't even know. So learning on the job, yeah, but I don't think it's by chance. Even though he wasn't writing around you or doing anything around you, that also shines light on the fact that your influence on him also created the spark for him to be where he is or where he got to.
Yeah, you can't take that out.
That was dope. So you've been able to facilitate all these things. Now let's move into when you've moved from MTN. Now, are you back with MTN again, or now you are moving on to something else?
Of course.
So from that time, what did you? What was the next step from MTN?
From MTN Hitmaker,
yeah,
I was producing, but I had a chance to produce for DJ Lord.
Okay.
Yeah, DJ Lord featuring
Feli Nuna.
Yeah,
that's someone that I know because I was in school with her.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so we did Sokolala, which made noise.
Oh yes, I know that song.
You know that song?
Yes,
okay, we did
I know that song.
So it made noise small for the tertiary and things. They take.
You produced that song?
Yeah.
I know that song.
Yeah, they take clean fans small for you. Yeah.
Because at that time she, I went to the same uni with her, so we're both in Legon. That's how come I know her, and even my signature from that time, she's the one who did that, but now I've changed it. But then back in the day, it's her voice that you were hearing.
That was dope.
Thank you, bro.
I know, like.
Thank you.
And
so,
Mega Boy, you be one of the producers now. They come up and they listen.
Wow.
Yeah, be like, like King of Accra, like Darby, that song.
Yeah, by somebody. Yeah. Okay, so make we fast forward to.
So Sokolala.
After Sokolala.
I'm not sure I would remember all the songs.
It's fine.
But then after Sokolala, we did MFN. That was DJ Lord featuring Dark Vibes, Lord Paper, and Frank P.
Okay.
Yeah.
Frank P. Frank Panacea.
Yeah.
I know Frank P. I know Frank P.
Yeah.
I know Frank P.
Yeah, so that one too, went by, and then the major song.
Let's get to where we get to where the Jews day, where the facts day.
At that point, the song will come when I be Mercy.
Okay.
By Dark Vibes.
Okay. Yes, so have Mercy. Yes, I really love that song.
Yeah.
When I got to find out that you were the producer, I was surprised.
Okay.
I was surprised. It was so dope.
Yeah. So that one came, and then after Mercy, which one's left for me? Mercy. I did some other one too with Kwakese or that with brother.
Okay. So do you with his brother? His brother was once on the MTN Hitmaker. Is that how you met him?
No, I met him through Kwa.
Okay.
The song was for Kwa, so he wanted to put the brother on. So
okay.
That's how come we met.
Okay. And how would you describe his brother's work ethics, his prowess in the studio? Or he didn't come?
He came to the studio.
He came through?
Yeah.
Now I'm asking this because ever since we started resonating with his music, I think we resonated with one song he did. I don't really remember, but it seems like after that he just went off radar and.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to find out from you because you've worked with him before.
The thing is, you can't really say much because we all don't know what he's going through. But with the experience I had with him in the studio, every up and coming artist has this passion, and has this eagerness in him, and I think I saw that. Okay. Yeah.
So he was passionate.
Yeah, he was passionate about him.
So fast forward from that song. What was the next?
After that, a couple of other songs came, but maybe I know.
That's fine. So at what point in time did you meet Stonebwoy?
Stonebwoy, we didn't actually meet. We haven't met yet.
You still haven't met Stonebwoy? Yeah. Hold on. You've never been in the studio like how
I've never set eyes on Stonebwoy.
You've never seen him physically?
Yeah.
So how?
Apart from like maybe him performing on stage and.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Okay, I get what you're trying to say.
But like I was and I'm still like a fan, like way back.
I mean, maximum respect for what you just said.
Yeah.
So let's continue talking about the songs that you have produced.
Yeah. So also the songs that I have mixed and mastered.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually mixed and mastered a major song before I had a production out there.
Wow.
Yeah. I mixed and mastered Grind by
Grind Day.
Mission.
Oh, Grind.
Yeah.
Grind to the
Yeah.
That was a very dope song. You mixed
Yeah,
that song.
I mixed and
Wow.
mastered. Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah, way back, way before even Money and Mercy and stuff came
Wow.
out.
Wow. Wow.
And then fast forward to Darko drops tomorrow, right? Yeah, I also mixed and mastered
Which ones?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay. What about Messi?
Song?
Yes,
Messi
I know tomorrow.
I mixed and mastered Messi too.
Oh.
But
wow.
tomorrow wasn't my production. Tomorrow was produced by Kubi.
Okay.
So I just
Tomorrow is one of the songs that I like. I think I resonate with that song.
It was a song that got him out there like proper after Messi. You know, Messi was in the campuses and the rest, you understand?
Yeah.
But then tomorrow, like, you know,
Messi was really out there because I knew Messi.
Yeah.
And I really liked it. I felt like the production was dope. I like songs mostly because of the production before I get to listen to their verses and what they're saying. So I really link well with that production. So congrats on that.
I wished that production went far because I know say Akela.
Well, songs don't necessarily die. Because at any point in time again, any song can rise to the occasion, even though it has already been released. So
and it's still in the catalog.
Definitely. Yeah. So it is what it is. It can come up again. So it has not done what it's supposed to do. For all you know, it can come up again. Yeah, it's not dead.
I have to now play.
Well, people still enjoy it, so definitely. So let's talk about most of the. So what about mastering? Do you do mastering too?
Yeah, I do mixing and mastering. So with the Grind, I did the mixing and did the mastering at the same time.
Okay, so what kind of softwares do you use for your mastering and your mixing?
Okay, so I mostly pick vocals in Cubase.
Okay.
And then production with FL. So after making a song, I mix the beat in FL.
Okay.
Export it and bring it to Cubase.
So do you bring it as wave or MP3? As wave.
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I used to link the FL to Cubase, rewire, but I got to a point I felt like
because rewire is quite
it drains the processor and
yes, and then rewire is quite long because now you have to save in FL and save in rewire, and I feel like sometimes it's too cumbersome for me.
That one there's no problem for me because when I save in Cubase, it automatically saves the FL. So when I open Cubase, it opens FL. The
FL file also opens because most of the time when I open the rewire, I have to now go back into Cubase to go and select the project for the beat for that project.
No. When I was doing it, wasn't like that. Okay. It's like when I open the project, automatically the beat will be playing, everything will be playing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but then I feel like it drains the processor in a way.
Okay.
And so some softwares are not able to. When you are mixing and mastering, you add a lot of plugins here and there.
I think it all depends on the memory because that's two softwares working at the same time.
And not these more with other plugins.
Yeah, the plugins aside the plugins, these are two major.
Yeah, then you have some effect on the vocals.
Of course, all of that is taking memory.
Yeah.
So maybe you need an Alienware to be able to.
You get it. So I feel like the easiest way you can do it for now is to like export the wave.
Okay.
So that you don't have a lot of plugins running at the background.
I've been doing that for years now because I can't have my processor.
I actually learned that from EL.
Oh, okay. That's how
he doesn't
even
know. There was this session with him some time ago, long time ago.
Okay.
Yeah, with Replay. I don't know if you know Replay.
No, I don't think I know.
There was this group that came out called Replay. They did a song with Ambule.
Wow.
Tell me waiting there.
Oh, like a remix to them. Okay. I remember something faintly like that.
So when I went to the studio, it was the first time I saw him like export the wave.
So you produced that?
No, I didn't.
So, like, what were you doing in the studio at that point?
I used to produce for Replay.
Okay.
And he was going to AL's studio.
Okay.
and it was like.
So which of the studios?
The skyscraper.
Okay. Okay. Is it the skyscraper? Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Opposite the Swiss school.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I took it from here, and I practicing it too. It gave me the results I needed. So with my vocals, I like to use the inbuilt plugins. Funny enough,
stock plugins are not bad
you
at
understand?
all.
Yeah. So like the compressor, I normally use the compressor from Cubase.
Okay.
And I also use the CLE from Waves.
Okay.
Yeah, and
Waves
some
bundles.
maybe Fab Filter EQ.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fab Filter EQ.
Do some is it DS?
Yes.
Yeah. And do some gating and the mastering tool I use Isotope.
Isotope, yes.
Yeah, Ozone.
Ozone Isotope.
Yeah.
I know of Ozone Isotope. Those are dope softwares.
The inbuilt plugins.
The stock plugins.
I don't use just the Isotope. I normally go in for their maximizer.
Okay.
Yeah. And with the EQ, I go in for Fab Filter.
Okay.
That's with the mastering.
That's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
So
That's dope.
Basically.
That's dope. So, I mean, which other producers have you linked up with or worked with since you started?
I've worked with Magnum. Like I had a vibe with
Magnum. A vibe with Magnum.
Yeah.
It seems like all your people are also my people because most of the names you're mentioning are my people. So I've also worked with Magnum like for some time now.
Yeah. Magnum get big hats. One of the realest. I think I see some time ago coming up. Now I know produce. I don't even go to Hitmaker yet.
Okay.
By open Illuminati project maker, see how everything was done.
Dope.
Yeah. So big shout outs to Magnum.
Sharp.
He didn't. No one actually taught me, but one person I would say did something for me is Magnum.
Magnum. That was dope.
For the fact that he was able to open the project, Illuminati project, for me
to see how it is.
Yeah, and I would say that was my first time seeing a professional work.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Before that, I was doing my try and error. It was making sense though, but at least I
mean, you were learning on your own.
Yeah.
I mean, you were teaching yourself.
Yeah.
So that's dope. I like the fact that you are bringing all this out because this is also going to give some kind of energy out there to upcoming producers to know that you were actually already doing something on your own before you linked up with major producers like Magnum to be able to harness some kind of sound or some kind of technique or some kind of energy or some kind of positivity from that side.
Yeah.
And I would say it really makes sense and people out there should open up to, I mean, I'm not saying that open up your place for every stranger, but then when you have someone who looks like they're serious to want to know something, don't just shun everybody. Have people that you open up to because you never know, you could be inspiring something great in the future.
Yeah, man.
So let's move on. What other things do you want us to let us know on your craft? What informs your sound?
2022 too,
Okay.
I dropped a banger with the Accra boys.
Okay.
That's Anaju.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Anaju. Yeah. That was dope.
Yeah, and I
you
feel
produced
like
you produced that.
I produced it.
That's dope.
I feel like that sound had an impact on the industry. Because when you listen to Anaju, it's a combination of hip hop sounds with the danceable, the azonto or the highlight vibe. You get it.
Yes.
And you could tell that way back before that sound, Asaka wasn't really doing that kind of.
Yes, they were doing mostly drill beats. Yeah.
So I was the first person to
define that sound.
Yeah, man.
That's dope.
Yeah.
I think you should be recognized for that because not many people. But then the narrative will have to change at a point in time.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's set in history already because it's there
regardless,
for people. You know what I mean?
so
So there's nothing that anybody can do to erase that.
When you go
So
back, you
what
see,
informed that sound? I want to know what inspired you to create a combination of like hip hop drums and then put some African danceable percussions in there.
good. It was during the time that Amapiano came about.
Okay.
And I'm the type that I always feel like we need to do something like something Ghanaian.
Okay.
You get it? So I actually don't even have a lot of Amapiano productions out there, but
Okay.
I have done Amapiano before though. But when I'm about to make a beat, I'm like, why do something that is not us?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So something Ghanaian.
So I decided to go back in time to take a bit of source from the hip life aspect of our sound as Ghanaians,
Okay.
and also try and fuse the hip hop side
Okay.
together with the Azonto danceable vibe. You get it? Yeah. So that was how come that sound came about.
Okay. So let's throw it back to when you were growing up. What kind of music were you listening to? As far as you can remember, when you were growing up, what kind of music were you listening to?
Okay, I can remember Mama Esther.
The gospel musician.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said Mama Esther. Esther Smith.
Esther Smith. Okay.
Yeah.
So those are the kind of. What about secular music? Were they okay.
Mama Esther Smith for honor. I used to listen to Akon. I liked Akon.
Yes, you mentioned that earlier.
Then Ghanaian high life, Ghanaian, authentic high life like the Pabu and the rest. Amachide. The Amachide is one of my favorites.
Okay.
Yeah, the Daddy Lumbers and the rest.
So would you say that has also helped shape the kind of sound that you are producing?
The thing is, it's not from a particular source. It's different sources, From the hip hop that I was listening, like the Akon type of sound that I was listening to, the Amachide type of sound, and yeah. And I feel like I'll be all round type of producer.
Okay.
We bring salsa, we would do, and we bring anything we would do, and it be as a result of me listening around. All the sounds, and the church side of me too, like going to church and playing the instrument at the church and all. Yeah.
So you play instruments at church?
I used to.
Okay. You play the keyboard
The keyboard and drums.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. That's dope.
I used to.
So are there any other things again that you would like to throw light on?
Yeah.
With respect to your production? Because I'm still trying to understand the fusion of sound, because I feel like you like to try and do groundbreaking things, like you're trying to mix hip life and recent hip hop. You know what I mean? Do you do any type of sampling? Like, do you sample?
Yeah, it depends.
Like sample beats,
the type of sampling you're talking about.
I'm talking about sampling, like hip hop sampling.
There's sampling whereby you go for a sound that is there already and
you create a new into it. Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
I learned that, but I'm not really a fan of that because of our industry.
The legal implications.
Yeah, our industry makes it difficult to clear those sounds when you want to clear and the rest. And also, I like to be authentic, like to create something from the scratch rather than.
Okay.
It's not bad to borrow. It's not bad to borrow or to sample, but then I like to create from the scratch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's.
I like to stand out too.
That's necessary.
Yeah, I don't like to follow a particular trend. I like to bring a trend so that people follow, like I did with Anajo.
Okay.
And now they have some of the boys doing. They have this very song that came out with. Is it Beat Trap?
Beat Trap, yeah.
If you listen, you tell that they are all following the Anajo party.
Yes. So you have set a trend that people are following
Tule,
now.
even recently, the song that Tule dropped with him. And yeah, as I go, yeah, they are all in the same party.
Big ups to you.
Yeah, bless. Big ups to me.
Big ups to you. Big ups to you. So let's now mentally get into the studio.
Yeah.
We're in the studio. You're about to make a beat.
Yeah.
What's the process like for you? How do you go about it?
Okay, so it starts with a mood. You get it? I feel like when you produce according to the mood, it sometimes helps in a way that you're able to you're able to what's the word? You feel, what is this word? Like you feel the mood way you feel
You feel transfer the mood into the music.
Yeah, you understand. Yeah, so maybe you feel sad or you feel you get some energy for your inside.
That's what it forms.
I will watch that. Maybe I have some energy. They say no, this energy I feel take do some trap or some drill or some hip hop. You understand? Or you did that happy mood or that party mood. You like do something danceable.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So I start from that. I start with
melodies.
I like to
start with the drums.
No, with the chords.
Okay, so with the melodies.
Yeah. Okay, you can say melodies, but I know there is the
progression. I get what you're talking about.
Yeah. So I like to get a progression because I feel like it's the foundation of the song.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. So when I get that, then I build the melodies around the progression.
Okay.
Followed by the drums, the bass. Yeah.
And then you mix as you go along, right?
Coming up, I used to do that. But now I don't do that. I like to be in the space of creating, like I'm only creating. Except that I have a sound or I introduce a sound in it and I feel like I need to tweak it a little bit. But I like to take my mind off mixing and concentrate on the production. So when I'm done, or when someone buys a beat and I have to mix it, then I attack it as a mixing and mastering engineer.
And how long will it typically take you to complete like a beat?
It depends on the vibe.
Okay.
It depends on the vibe. Sometimes when the vibe is there, you can make a beat within 30 minutes.
That's true.
And sometimes you take 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, even days.
Yes.
But I have got to train myself to be able to make the beat within like some hours or some minutes.
Okay.
Because I feel like when you normally leave project unfinished, it's sometimes hard to finish it. When you come again, you want to start a new one. So I have been able to train myself that way, whereby when I sit down, before I wake up, the beat is done. You understand?
So in a sitting, how many beats would you create?
Oh, I will make as much as time will permit.
So let's say from
as many as time will permit.
You enter in here around like 8 a.m. or 9 a.m. and then you go for the first break, let's say around 12. Between that space of time, how many beats would you have created?
Oh, like if I want to go hard, I will do like 6, 5.
No.
That's if I want to go hard or when I'm motivated. Like some money they come, like that one there, you go hard. That one I go do it themselves. Okay. But you say sometimes as a producer, you want to, in your own space, you want to create. Yeah. That one I don't pressure myself too much.
Okay. So aside music, do you do any other things like say I know some producers are into advertising, working on ads. Do you do any of such projects?
Not directly, but then when they bring it, I'm down to work on it. Okay. But then I do music as well. I'm an artist too.
Oh, so let's talk about that.
Yeah.
So you have your own Spotify page?
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your Spotify?
Vacs.
Vacs.
Yeah.
So how can they get on you?
VACS.
Okay. Just Vacs.
Yeah,
Vacs Beats or just Vacs?
Just Vacs. Yeah. So with the artist side of me too, I a lot of the soundtracks for YOLO. I don't know
Wow.
if you know about YOLO.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
Yeah.
even though I've not watched an episode, of course I know about
You know
Yolo. I
about
can
it.
never say I don't
Yeah.
know about Yolo. I know about Yolo.
Yeah, so most of the songs in there are my songs.
Wow.
Yeah.
And your catalog is quite.
Yeah.
So, do you have ownership of those songs?
Yeah, I do.
So all those streams comes to you.
Yeah, we had a deal, so they paid me. They gave me a check.
Okay, that's
after
dope.
every season.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Speaking of, so that means that you're already into sync licensing because they are using your tracks.
Yeah, you
So you're also into sync licensing. So you do.
For enter the international side,
it will happen.
If that one way I went because that be where the source did.
It will happen. I mean,
the upcoming producers, that be where the money.
Yeah, sync licensing is good.
That be where the money. That be where you buy the best.
That not be where all the money they, but the money too did that side.
That be where the money they.
There are so many aspects of way. There are so many ways to make music and music money because from one song there are 6 different ways to make money off one song.
Yeah.
So,
but like the outside, the money big.
Yeah, because it depends. You know, the sync licensing has so many aspects of it. They can give you
an
exclusive deal and pay you an upfront fee, where they will retain some of the publishing money and all that, and they can also go into a percentage with you, and then you start receiving the monies with them on a percentage basis. So it really depends, you know. So, but there is money in sync licensing, as you said.
Yeah.
So be sure to look into that, and means that your catalog is quite large because you have already started making music, for like movies and series and stuff like that.
No, like I didn't directly make the music for them. It's my music that they wanted to use.
But it's still in there.
Yeah, I just want to make it clear. It's not like
you didn't make it.
I make music for movies. I make music for like public
consumption. And they wanted to use those.
Yeah.
Okay. So
I'm actually dropping an EP very soon.
Okay, let's talk about the EP.
Yeah. So the name of the EP is Naneniama.
Okay.
Naneniama is a name. It's my grandfather's name.
Okay.
And I was named after him.
Okay.
Yeah. So when you see Naneniama, basically, it shows you what I am capable of doing musically.
Okay.
With regards to the production, to the writing of songs and performing them and all.
Okay.
You get it. And it shows you that I'm versatile and I don't limit myself. I'm able to touch almost everywhere. Okay. So we have high life in there. We have drill in there.
Okay.
You know, we have Afrobeat in there. It's crazy. So
how many tracks?
8 tracks.
8 tracks.
Yeah.
And you have features on it?
No.
No features?
Yeah, strictly me. Because Naneniama wants to
stand out.
Yeah, then after that we'll do features.
Yeah. So you are mixing everything, mastering everything, recording everything.
I have some producers on board.
Okay.
I have Jump Up, shout out to Jump Up. I have Standard Beats.
Okay.
But with the mixing and mastering there.
Everything is you. Okay, that's dope. That's dope. So are you done recording everything?
Yeah, everything.
Everything is done. So do you have a release date?
No, that won't be dicey. We don't want to give dates,
right? Okay.
But it will be very soon. Very soon. Yeah.
So Naneniama, watch out. You heard it here first.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It's coming. The EP it's an EP, right?
Yeah.
The EP, 8-track EP coming out by Vacs. You know, Naneniama, be on the lookout. You heard it here first.
So now they want to encourage the people, the upcoming, like, as an upcoming artist or a producer, actually, you have to go hard.
Okay.
And one secret one thing I come discover over time, they say, your power as a producer day in the number of beats you make. You can, I won't say I will downplay quality. Quality is important though, but then if you are as dope as whatever and you don't produce enough beats, you know, let's say you meet a big artist and you have like just 2 beats.
I mean, You can't be doing that.
And I feel like coming up, I made that mistake because I felt like I needed to be in a studio and make the beat on spot.
Okay.
You understand?
And what informed that feeling of?
Because sometimes you get the opportunity to meet artists. I had a chance to meet Sarkodie some time ago.
Okay.
But I didn't have any
beats.
Yeah.
You didn't even have them on your phone because?
I didn't really. It's been long though. I was way young that time.
Okay.
And I didn't have any beat at all.
But where did you guys meet at?
At Magnum's place.
Okay. At Adabaka.
Yeah.
Okay. So you lived close to Adabaka at that point?
No. Magnum for life.
So you moved all the way to
Adabaka.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, at that time, Magnum was a judge for MTN Hitmaker.
Yes, I know he worked with MTN.
Yeah, and then Sarkodie wanted to record a verse or so, yeah.
Okay. So how was the experience for you, like, to meet?
Oh, I've been there.
Okay. I feel
it was a nice vibe, yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you could have that chance.
But I wasn't ready as a producer, you get it? So I would urge all producers to focus on getting more beats ready.
Okay.
Yeah. I watched this interview and the guy was like, make sure you have 300 beats ready. Even before you go out there.
Yeah.
You understand? Yeah.
300 is a killing though.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it makes sense though, but going to 300 beats, somebody will just be bored around like 60 because.
No, you don't.
You don't order it. I understand. Yeah. Definitely not.
Yeah, I feel like that's the power of some producers.
Yes, I mean, it has worked for some people. They have a lot of
beats, so they dominate the system with that. I'm not a producer. I wouldn't like to mention a name, but if you want beat, we'll give you like 200 beats.
I know someone like that too.
And definitely go get one.
Oh yes.
You understand? Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So I feel like, and also I'm open to work.
Yes. Bring all your mixing and mastering works. You know what I mean? It is what it is. So, what is the most memorable project that you have ever worked on? For you?
Was it my song? Or as a
no. Any project that you have been part of that you feel like is more memorable for you. It easily comes to you.
I would say Manime.
Manime.
Because the way it came about, the way the beat came about and all, Okay. I remember I was all alone in the studio and I just got an idea to like create something different, something new. Yeah, so I would say Manime because it's my major hit.
It's a huge song.
Yeah, so
everybody knows that it's a huge song. It goes without saying. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, so I mean, with respect to you were encouraging the upcoming producers not too long ago. With respect to being business savvy,
yeah.
Do you know anything about publishing?
Yeah, of course.
So you have publishing.
Of course, I feel like every producer should pay attention to like the business side of the work.
Okay,
you get it. Yeah, so as a producer, you need to get your publishing ready. You need to, get your, there are other platforms, your PRO, is it? BMI, they have BMI. They have SCAP and stuff.
PRS.
You need to get all those stuff.
SECAN and the rest. So you know about the types of royalties too, right?
Yeah. I think I wouldn't say I know all, but I'm trying.
Okay.
You have mechanical.
Yeah.
And the rest.
Performance royalties. The mechanical and the performance royalties.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good to get people to have this knowledge because it really will set you apart from the producer who is going to not make it because they don't even know how to make money from the work.
Yeah.
In terms of the publishing is more or less like it could be more or less like your retirement package.
Yeah.
Where when you are not busily working again, that could take care of you because that will always be growing. The fans will definitely continue to listen to the songs and they are going to be getting the money from the back end. So I feel like publishing is important and all upcoming artists should be able to look into that. It was nice catching up with you I hope there's more things that you want to talk about. We can definitely talk about.
Big shout to you.
Oh,
because Accra showed me some love way back with that one. I no go forget.
Oh, for real.
I say that time. I no do the hit maker thing. No one knew me safe. And at that time you were that big. Yeah, and I sent you a song that give me a verse and you did it. Okay. Something I will never forget.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, because I felt
I remember something faintly like that.
Yeah, the song was hit.
Oh, really?
Now so if I listen there and they laugh because now I still the groove, you understand? Yeah. So you spot the big shout out.
Oh, Charlie, you know what I mean? Bless.
Yeah.
It's always good to, you know what I mean, accommodate people. So
yeah.
It is what it is. Charlie, it's been nice coming into your sanctuary, you know what I mean? Into your
nice having you.
Studio Mukase. Yeah, Studio Mukase. Okay, so guys, I'm inside Malam right now. At Vacs Studios called Studio Mukase, and Mukase means kitchen. That's where all the cooking takes place. You know, that's where all the dope beats get made. I can see a lot of electric drum, 2 electric drums here, the KRK monitors, the dope sound card. Guys, you need to come in here and then just see how things go. You know what I mean? Everything is dope from here. With the Yamaha mixer, it's cooking. You know what I mean? It's cooking. So come to Studio Mukase if you have your voiceovers that you want to come record any your ads, your movies, you know, the movie audio. We can work on all that. So bring that to Studio Mukase and everything sound you're gonna be taken care of.
Yeah, so if you want to link up to
yes, you can mention your number or your social media. Yeah,
you know, I have numbers on there that you can also call when you.
That's good. Dope.
So okay, so you can link up on social media. So we go work. What I say, bring your work, muku sport there. So Instagram is I am Vacs. TikTok is I am Vaxy. YouTube is I am Vacs, and the rest everywhere is I am Vacs apart from TikTok. And I am Vacs is IAMVACS. I am Vaxy, IAMVACSY, representing to the universe.
And by the way, he has a dope TikTok with a lot of numbers. So guys, go there. It's going down. When I see him on TikTok, I'm like, yo, this guy, he's killing it. You know what I mean? And it's good to see young producers, young kings coming up and being impactful. That's the reason why we'll come here, shed the light, let people know what they're about, come into their space, show you what is going on, because you wouldn't see this on a regular basis where the dopeness is being cooked. And thanks for accommodating me. It's been so lovely having you on my YouTube. Yo, Vacs Beats, Charlie. It was nice meeting with you, and it was a dope conversation. It was nothing short of what I expected, and Charlie, you spoiled the big up, yeah. So guys, it was nice.
We have a song together if we expect.
Yes. I thought you had forgotten about that, but since he's mentioned it, I didn't want to talk about it because we are here for Vacs today. It's not about King of Accra, it's about Vacs Beats, and then we're going to bring you more episodes. So guys, stay tuned. There's the King of Accra and Vacs. Boom, cut.